Hey, what's up, everyone? Mark King, and this is a story from the College Fix. The College Fix has like really good stuff. I don't really pick from them too much, but they have some really interesting stuff. Like, again, I try to do things that are kind of interesting, kind of different. Save those big news stories for like when I was reporting. I wanted to avoid big news stories. I wanted to do small things. I don't want to be no part of no like no shootings, And I have some like really nasty stories of things I've covered, and it's just anyway. It'll come out eventually. So here we have the college fix, and the title of this is "Replace Cups in Schools with Ethnic Studies?" Question mark studies. So I have to say it like a question. It's about tonality. Anyway, this is by Dave Huber, the associate editor. You know, if I did go back in journalism, maybe something like this. Like something like meaningful. Yet I won't be at the go to these how I say barbaric events who have a chance to get punched. Albuquerque, New Mexico, recently played host to one of the latest protests against having police in K-12 schools. According to Daily Lobo, some 150 young people, students, teachers, and community members, communists, and more communists, gather outside the Albuquerque Public Schools Central office to demand school resource officers, right. I've seen different names of it. I still call them security officers. It's like they still want to change these. I just can't stand these continuous changing names. I can't keep up. I just can't. Well, the reason you guessed it, a police presence contributes to the criminalization of black and brown communities and everything is about these two primary things, right? I wish they'll say a police presence contributes to the criminalization of men as compared to women. It's just like, again, all you have to do something is just change the argument to something reasonable, right? Like when these leftists argue with black men in jail, simply argue the differences. Wait, why more men sent to jail than women? Something as simple like that. That change destroys every single argument they may have. Then if they say man and woman are different, you got them. You got them. Anyway, University of New Mexico student Isabella Baker, an organizer of the Learning Alliance of New Mexico, argued that the best education for state children involves getting rid of SROs. She said cups make people unsafe, uncomfortable. She has no sense of reality, by the way. Anyway, so I've actually, again, I'll say this because I'm like, you tend to relate things to personal life. You tend to relate things with things that you know, right? And because I've been a part of the school system, I had to call the school security and cops. Sorry, the security, the SROs on children like as young as in third grade, fourth grade. They not only are they get violent, they stop learning about the students. Imagine you're trying to talk and a child talks over you. A child is cursing. You can't teach that way. So what's the best strategy? You have one student who's unruly or two students are unruly. Why make the other 20 kids suffer essentially? The answer is you don't. The kids aren't willing to leave, so you have to get a resource officer, security guard, to take them out. And this usually gets usually reflects poorly on the teacher because the school system themselves they're run by feminists. They lack responsibility. Instead of blaming the kid for their behavior, they'll blame the teacher for guess what? For having poor management skills. Now again, I've been in schools like the kids will fight. There's nothing I can do. They fight and fight and fight in the classroom. I once had like 4 fights in the classroom before lunch. That was the end of it. You know, And no matter what you do, they'll keep doing it because it's again, I keep saying things about genetics, things about culture. All these things tie in and lack of man at home. One of the things I've noticed about kids who are most violent is they have the over emotional. Besides the genetic stuff, they lack a male presence. And if there is a male presence, it's like not even someone who's ever been married. It's someone who's never quote unquote the dad. It's just a how do I say this? Just because you deliver sperm into a woman or a woman lays an egg, yes, I said lay, doesn't mean your mother, doesn't mean your father. Okay, truly being a mother and father means being married. Okay, this is the best way into raising future generations. All right. Anyway, let's continue a little bit more. UNM University of New Mexico, I guess, Professor Desai noted a lot of times security get involved in marriage that should be handled by school personnel. Instances of disrespect and non-compliance, absolutely not. Like I just explained to you, if the kids won't leave the class, I'm there for 8 hours, and he or she are getting on like little monsters, for lack of a better word. This unreasonable professor, this ASSSS who shouldn't have a job, is talking about calling it disrespect and non-compliance. Again, the similar things I said about the word abortion. Abortion isn't the real word. It's killing a baby. That's what it is. You start using the real words, and you'll see society completely turn. Okay. Instead of single mother, failure. Instead of dad, sperm donor. And this is what the communities need. They need shame because the behavior is shameful. Okay. Oh boy, let's read who Desai is. Desai contends urban schools are not institutions of learning and hope, but oppression and suppression due to a presence of security and things like metal detectors. Oh my, even metal detectors are now considered racist. I've been in school metal detectors. Okay, it saves people. Let me put it like that. Okay, these people never been these violent gang schools. If they have been, they're just simply lying about to push an agenda. Desai, who taught for a time in a charter school utilizing hip hop, based education and culturally sustainable pedagogy. Yes, it's pronounced pedagogy. I've heard different ways. Pedagogy, pedagogy, right? Damn, I said it really poorly. It's called pedagogy. But I've heard slightly different variations of it. But let's just go with pedagogy, okay? Believes part of the solution is an entire reimagine the school system. This would entail using things like restorative justice. One of the things that people, like smart people in me, certain Jews, and I'm talking about, Ben Shapiro talks about, like, when you put a modifier before the word, any word, it changes meaning. So justice is fine. We all believe in justice, but restorative justice, not fine. As well as ethnic studies and other cultural focus courses to end. Okay, so I'm gonna end this here. This is just whatever. Now the reason I'm ending it here, I'm just gonna talk about this part right here. So one of the things, I'll keep talking about communism. One of the things that they try to do is, besides indoctrination, teach students on unimportant things, or also things that won't benefit them in life. Ethnic studies will not give you a career. Culturally focused courses will not give you a career. I'm going to leave this here. One of the things that they do in the college system to improve grades is that they'll offer and make students take things like African American studies. Okay, that's the way that they quote unquote artificially pick the grades up. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. For anybody who's listening to that, I would recommend, especially young men, go to trade school. Okay, learn a learner's life skill. Don't become a teacher like I have, because I'm failing right now, failing big time. So that's the advice I'll give anybody who may want to go into may want to go in college, right? Share, save, subscribe, thumbs up, and again, this is by the College Fix, a really good website. Again, look how clean this page looks. Look how nice the blocks are, right? These are well written paragraphs. This is somebody who knows the business, who knows how to write. And I'll say it again, I find people who tend to be okay, so conservatives, I think what they do is hire based on merit, which is simply based on talents. Okay, this is why I notice their websites are usually a little better put together, and they actually have more of a journalistic standard. Share, save, subscribe, thumbs up. Take care. Bye.